Welcome, welcome one and all to Swiss's Commuting Chaos. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed, hit the pause button and subscribe. Now, this week there'd been a complete sort of lack of incidents on my commute, and I only had about 2 or 3 clips, and then we got to Friday afternoon and there was a bumper. Not a good journey home. Anyway, we'll start off with this Tesla ahead of me, and increasingly I'm becoming aware that Teslas are the new Audis of the road. 75 yards before the traffic lights, it's very clear. The left-hand lane is for going straight on, and the right-hand lane is for turning right only. And the Tesla pulls into the right-hand lane. And what do you think he's going to do? In the immortal words of James May, what a cock. Now, this next clip, I'm on the North Circular, I'm filtering through slow-moving and stationary traffic, and as you'll see, there's a car sort of blocking me filtering. I just go around it. I don't get upset when I can't filter. What I do get upset about is people not paying attention to what's going on around them. And what we're looking at in this clip is this SUV. And what you'll notice is there's plenty of room to the left-hand side of this SUV as I'm approaching the silver transit van. However, as I get closer, he starts veering across the lane and not leaving me enough room. Now, I don't react to it, and quite frankly, I probably wouldn't have bothered putting it in. However, as I pull alongside, I notice that his wife is holding her phone and he is leaning across and looking at her phone rather than concentrating on the road ahead. Now, I mean, this is the very definition of not driving with due care and attention, and I unfortunately lose my shit at him. He then honks his horn at me as though I'm the one in the wrong. And as always with these Muppets, he doesn't indicate, he doesn't use his mirrors, and he most certainly doesn't use a lifesaver check over his shoulder. Now, if you've ever wondered how I ever remember where these clips are, this is my little tip.
Hey Siri, send a text message to Simon Kira Watson mobile. Quite quicker, the 20 minutes are in front of me, pulls out across. In Tolborough.
The little text message to myself tells me exactly the time it happened, and the commentary I give tells me exactly what I'm looking for. And this next one, the language that I use is just out of surprise, that I wasn't expecting her to move her car quite like that. It's no biggie. And I just get on with my day. And we're back at the roundabout at Staples Corner. The lights have changed for the traffic coming in from the left. We give the van driver the benefit of the doubt. The SUV probably could have stopped, but that's just taking the piss, isn't it? And then I have to contend with a 20-minuter who's just behaving like a complete, well, 20-minuter. And this one really is a bit special. He's revving his engine and he's rocking it backwards and forwards, so clearly I'm going to let the idiot go ahead of me. I want him in front of me where I can see him, not behind me. Of course, having the 20-minuter where I can see him doesn't necessarily mean he can see me, because, as we all know, they don't use their mirrors. I'm looking at the cyclist coming towards me and think I need to give him a bit of room. I'm not sure what the 20-minuter thinks he's doing here, because there's no room down the inside for him to go down the inside of the transit van, but he's going to try anyway. He suddenly realises there's a cyclist coming down the inside, so starts pushing his bike back into me. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Now, this next clip is a great example of why, when you're going to filter through traffic, you don't do it at speed. Slow down so you're giving yourself plenty of time to manoeuvre around vehicles that are going to do stupid things. Because there are people out there in Lexus SUVs. And finally, I'm getting to the end of the North Circular. There's a couple of motorbikes ahead of me. We're all trying to filter through the traffic. Everything's going smoothly until Nigel Nobbed arrives on the scene. This guy seems absolutely determined to push himself in front of all the other bikers. He's going to go down the inside of the transit van, and the transit van is actually going to pull across in front of him because he's trying to make room for the motorcyclist filtering down between the middle of the two lanes. Undeterred, Nigel's going to carry on trying to push his way past where there just isn't room, having to lean his bike over the pavement and put his foot down to try and get through. I mean, why? If that transit van pulls forwards anywhere to the left, he's got nowhere to go. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button and stay safe out there, guys, because it's a bloody mad world out there.